Hello everyone. Thank you all for coming to listen to my speech today. My name is Melissa Tillman and my topic is organ donation. I chose this topic because in November of 2008, my boss, Ella Peterson, received a liver from a very generous individual whose family honored her wish of being an organ donor. That gift made it possible for her to be here today, almost 3 years later. How many of you are organ donors? Did you know an average of 18 people die every day because of the lack of organs available for donation? I will explain to you today the importance of organ donation, and I will convince you to be an organ donor. I would like to start by telling you the definition of organ donation. Organ donation is the process of giving a partial organ or full organ for the purpose of transplantation into another person. Now, with that being said, there are over 110,000 men, women, and children awaiting life-saving organs. According to Donate Life America, of those 110,000, 1,785 are children, 60,758 are multicultural patients, and in 2010, there were a total of 28,663 total organ transplants performed. Donate Life America also reported in March of 2011 that in 2010, there were 14,502 people that donated organs. One organ can save 8 lives. Besides organ donation, tissue can also be donated. Tissue is used to replace bone, tendons, and ligaments lost due to trauma, cancer, and other diseases. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services reported that each year, life-saving, life-enhancing tissue is provided by approximately 30,000 tissue donors. One tissue donor can enhance the lives of more than 50 people. Now, despite what you may think, you do not have to be dead to become an organ donor. You can donate organs while you are still alive. As for example, you can donate one of your kidneys, which will leave you with one kidney that is more than capable of doing the work of 2. A piece of your liver can be donated, and your liver will recover and begin to grow back the piece that was given. Live donations of intestines, the pancreas, and partial lungs have also been donated. Live donors recover to live full and healthy lives. Now, some people may be turned off by being organ donors because of the myths about organ donation. Now, there are many myths, but the facts are anyone can be a potential organ donor despite age, race, or ethical background. All major religions support organ donation because they feel like it's the last act of kindness on your behalf. And some people also think that organ donation status interferes with your medical treatment, which is false because your life is always the first priority. One of the biggest myths is that your organs are sold. That's also false because selling organs on the black market is illegal, and your organs cannot be sold to the highest bidder. The donor's family is not charged anything for organ donation, and you get to pick and choose which you would like to donate. Organ and tissue donation gives a second chance at life. And according to the gift of a lifetime, families who have donated the organs of their loved ones feel like it helps with the grieving process because they know that a piece of their loved one lives on somewhere. As an example given by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Reg and Maggie Green, who lost their 7-year-old son Nicholas while vacationing in Italy, robbers murdered him, made the following statement. By a simple decision, a bereaved family can either save families from the devastation they themselves are going through or condemn them to a lifetime of sorrow. Now, knowing that, I don't see how any other decision is possible. With the lack of people registered to be donors, reducing the need for organ donations will reduce the need of organ donors needed. These are the ways that you can reduce your needs to becoming an organ, reduce your needs to needing an organ donation. Get a physical assessment of your health status. Talk to your doctor about blood pressure, weight, and cholesterol levels. Become physically active. Reduce your stress level. Get enough sleep. And do not smoke or abuse alcohol. Now that I have you thinking about organ donation and becoming an organ donor, here's how you register. To register, you go to the Department of Motor Vehicles and they will designate on your driver's license that you have chosen to be an organ donor. Make sure you let your family know of your wishes and leave it in your last will and testament. You can also register for organ donation at donatelife.net. I'll leave you today with one last question. How many of you have heard the saying, you can't take it with you? Well, that saying most of the time is pertaining to money, but it's also true with organ donation. With organ donation, when you pass, you cannot take your organs with you. They will not bring you back to life at a later time, but your organs can live on if you become an organ donor. They can provide life to someone who would otherwise die without it. You alone can save 8 lives. Imagine how great it would feel to know while you are still living that one day you will be a lifesaver. I hope that I have convinced you today to become an organ donor, and I hope that in return you will convince someone else. For more information on organ donation, visit the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services website at www.organdonor.gov. Thank you.